Good morning, pre-algebra students. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday already. Just remember, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, you're beginning a new lesson today in your pre-algebra book, and you're going to be dividing a decimal by a decimal. Okay, I've written a problem on the board to give you an example and to show you how to do this. Okay, we're dividing a decimal by a decimal. What we have to do before we can divide is make sure our divisor is a whole number, which we know 6.4 is a decimal, so it's not a whole number yet. So what we have to do is take our decimal point, move it one place to the right, and then that number becomes a whole number, the number 64. So since we moved that decimal point one place to the right, we've got to move this decimal point one place to the right. Okay? And now I'm going to put my decimal point in my answer, my quotient, and I've got to line it up directly with the decimal point in my dividend. Okay? And now we're able to divide. Okay? 64 we know can't go into 3. 64 cannot go into 36. But we know 64 can go into 368. Okay? And that will go in 5 times. And now we'll multiply. 4 times 5 is 20. 0, carry my 2. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Now we subtract. We're going to get our 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, the problem didn't come out even. So we're going to see if we can get it to come out even. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a 0 and bring that 0 down. Okay, and now we're going to see how many times 64 goes into 480. And it goes in 7 times. So 4 times 7 is 28, and carry the 2. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 2 is 44. Okay, now we'll subtract again. Got to borrow this time. Okay, so we still did not get it to come out even. Let's try again. Let's add another 0 and bring it down. Okay. All right, so 64 can go into 320 5 times. Now we'll multiply. 5 times 4 is 20. 0, carry our 2. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Now when we subtract, it comes out even. So that's our answer, 5.75. Saying that according to decimal place value, 5 75/100. Okay, so that's one good example. All right, let's do another one. There are some great examples in your book as well, but I wanted to do a few of them with you here. Okay, now let's take a whole number, 368, and we're going to divide that by 0.64. Okay, now this is a whole number, but this is a decimal. And before we can do the problem, our divisor has to become a whole number. So here we're going to have to move our decimal point 2 places to the right this time. Okay? And since we moved that 2 places to the right, we're going to have to do the same thing over here. But you're looking and you're saying, well, Miss Thompson, that's not a decimal, that's a whole number. That's correct. But even though we don't write a decimal point with a whole number, if we did, it would be at the end, wouldn't it? Okay? So, because we have to move the decimal point 2 places to the right over here, since we did that with our divisor. So we'll move it 1, 2, and it'll go here. And then we add zeros in there. Okay? And then we'll put our decimal point up there in our answer. Okay? Now, 64 can't go into 3. 64 can't go into 36. 64 can go into 368, and it would be 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. 0, carry the 2. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. If we subtract, we get 48. Okay? Didn't come out even. Well, we're going to have to bring down our 0 anyway. Okay? Now, 64 can go into 480 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 2 is 44. Subtract. We get 32. Now we've got one more number to bring down. And 64 can go into 320 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. 0, carry our 2. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 2 is 32. And 0. So it came out even. So our answer here is 575. Okay. All right. That's just a couple of examples for you. Like I said, there are other examples in your book. I would like you to email me the answers to your skill check that you do today. That way I can see if you're understanding it. As you go through this, if you have questions, please send me an email. I would love to hear from you. Okay? I know you'll do a great job, and I hope you have a great day. Love you guys, and I'm praying for you. I miss you too. All right. Bye-bye.